Hey, what's up, guys? You come onto YouTube for a while and you start sharing, personal things with people. And, hence the title of this video, Our First Scare. And a lot of people, I did that ghost video, and yeah, it was, and I understand it was. But a lot of, Hayden saved it, But the reason why I'm here to talk today is because there was a video I wanted to do a few days ago. It's about life, and, you should never expect things. Always expect the unexpected, they say. If you're driving on the road and you're expecting that person not to swerve over into your lane and cut you off, expect it. Some people drive aggressively. You should probably not do that, but that's not even what this is about. A few weeks ago, there was a young individual sent me a PM stating that, they really liked my videos and the messages that I was trying to portray in them and get across and to make people stop and think. Well, this child was, young, and they wanted to let me know that people should take life by the horns sometimes and live it, and to not sit around and just wait for things to happen, because this child is diagnosed with a disease and they don't have much longer to live. And that's quite sad, but, he was very inspiring in his PM with me, and how much he was going to enjoy what he had left in life, and to always take advantage of every opportunity you have, because you never know if there will be a tomorrow. For some of us, some people go and they live their lives as safe as they possibly can, whereas some people are very reckless in life. It's just hard. Our futures, some people say they're mapped out. I would like to believe that we're in control of our own destiny somewhat. If that plane's going to fall on you, it's going to fall on you. But, you're either going to sit home and be nobody, or you're going to get out there and you're going to make something of yourself. And that's up to you, and no one else can make that change but you. And I could point at you again to make you stop and realize that that's the truth. Hence me getting back to the title of my video, Our First Scare. The reason why this was delayed was because my wife was having some chest pains and some discomfort and some pressure in her stomach, and she went to the doctors, and she had left work at like 4. They told her to come to the emergency room, so she went, and she was there for a really, really long time. They ran all kinds of tests on her just to find out that everything's okay. The baby's fine. They did the little thing, I can't even think of the word right now, where they check the baby out, and they were real happy to do that because they never get to see a baby this far along. Well, they did their little check. The baby's 100% cool. Her blood pressure was up, and so they gave her an antibiotic, and they prescribed something to her, to help her out with the pressure, and but everything else seems to be cool. I still think it was that double mocha latte she had that morning, and she gives me that, but we'll never know, But, it was just a scare, and it put things off. It made me stop, and it made me think, like, what would I do if she wasn't here, or if, my new son, I would never get to see them. And, that's not going to happen, but you never can tell. So take advantage of every opportunity that you have. I've said this in a previous video. People are so caught up in work, that they're missing activities that their children are into because they think that there'll be another one. They're just taking that for granted. So I'm here to let you know and thank that individual that sent me this PM. That I wish you the best, and that my prayers are with you. And also, live your life and take advantage of every opportunity. And never let the little things slip by either, man. Because people just run through life. They're running through life. They're gone. They're just running. And they're not stopping and checking things out. That's about it. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys, as always. And we'll get something a little bit more upbeat because I have a little surprise. Something happened for me that's really, really good. Alright, I'm going to tell you a little quick story. In my old house, a bat swooped me. We found a dead bird in the basement, and that's all supposed to be bad luck. Well, when we were moving and we got to find this place, I was letting my dog out one day, And as I opened the door and I came back in, I felt something tickle my head on my hat. Well, I took my hat off. It was a huge praying mantis on my hat. Well, today, like I said, that gas company's coming here. Well, my car is dying, but there was an individual that was driving by and was like, hey, you selling that car? And I said, you interested? And he said, yeah. Well, so I went to clean my car out, and lo and behold, a little baby praying mantis was just sitting out there by my car. And now there was a huge hawk swooping over there as I'm trying to talk about good luck. He's just hunting for his morning breakfast. But it's a little baby praying mantis, and I'm going to end that with that. It's like, do something. Show off for the camera. I brushed my teeth. That's a praying mantis. Looks like the bug from your game, doesn't he?
Yeah. Honey.
Your feet are gonna hurt. You can't touch them, okay?
What's he doing?
He's just living.
Well, you see a snake?
No, not today. Saw a snake last night.
Where he was at?
I don't know. Never seen a brown one before. Maybe that's because he's young. See him?
What's he doing now?
He's climbing.
Why?
Because he wants to leave so he could be safe. Okay, you ready to go back in the house?
Hey, what's he doing now?
He's climbing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll set the box down and you go. Go on. Alright, see you later.